Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over a deck that I actually stole off of Professor Gnome, another YouTuber. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the inspiration slash list. I emailed him a couple days ago. He said, please use it. Tell me how you do. Tell me when the video goes up. So thank you, Mr. Gnome, Professor Gnome, whichever one you want to go by. Thank you for this. It's one of It's a fun deck. I enjoy it. One of the few decks I've seen online that I built in real life. But let's go ahead and get into it. We've got Steelix. Steelix is great. We're only going to be using its first attack for 1 Metal Energy, Earthquake. It does 130, and it does 30 damage to all of your bench Pokemon. Normally that would be a detriment. Normally that would be something we don't want to do. But with this deck, we're pretty okay with it. Not a big deal. We are also running the Dodrio line. Dodrio says zooming draw. Once during your turn, you can put a damage counter on it and draw a card. It's draw support. It's draw support. It's good draw support. It's damage counters, which we're kind of okay with. And we're going to be able to get through our deck a little easier. And its attack for 1 colorless, Ballistic Beak, does 10, which isn't that great, but it does 10 plus 30 for each damage counter. So if we're hitting, say, 9 damage counters on it, that's 270 plus 10. We got the 280. We're knocking out stuff like Giratina V-Star. We're knocking stuff out like Pidgeot EX. Things that we want to knock out that are important, we can knock out with a 1 prize Pokemon, and it's going to do a ton of damage. We can also augment that damage with the Defiance Band, something that will probably happen as early as turn 2. We're running the Munkidori with its Adrena Brain ability. If it has a dark energy attached to it, once per turn you can move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to another one. I think you're starting to see the combo. Hit with Steelix, that does 130, move damage counters on the next turn. Now it's at 160, doing another 130, 290. We're hitting those big numbers like Giratina V-Star. We're hitting those big numbers like Pidgeot EX. And we're only doing it with a 1 prize Pokemon, so it's okay that they take us out. We're also using the Radiant Charizard. Radiant Charizard says with its Excited Heart ability, attacks for Radiant Charizard cost 1 colorless less for each prize card they have taken. So if they've taken 4, it's only worth 1 fire. Well, I don't see any fire energy. I don't see any darkness energy. Well, we're using the Luminous Energy. Luminous Energy says as long as it's attached to a Pokemon and it does not have any other special energy attached to that Pokemon, it counts for whatever energy you need it to count for. It's going to come in really handy. We're going to be able to use Munkidoris more often that way. We are running a 4-3-2-1 line. Iono, always a great disruption card. It's also another great draw card. Professor's Research, we need to get through our deck as fast as we can, so we're going to use that. Boss's Order, it's a staple in every deck. It's a 2 of in every deck that I know of. Sometimes it's a 3 of because it's important to gust up your Pokemon or opponent's Pokemon that you want to knock out. And we have the Turo scenario just in case we have something that's going to knock itself out, or we don't want to lose the Steelix or whatever the case may be. We can just pick it up, not worry about it, put it back down, and start going from there. We have a lot of important basics that need to get out that are above the threshold for Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Nest Ball gets those Pokemon. Like I said, Buddy-Buddy Poffin, it's really only for the Doduo, and that's okay. We are running the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is going to go get us all of our evolutions, go get us the things we want, and we keep rolling from there. The one thing that I know for sure helps this deck is going to be your Damage Pump. Damage Pump's going to be able to basically save a Dodrio so he can use his ability one more time. Potentially 2 more times. That's important. We're also going to be able to move a damage counter to another Pokemon and then Munkidori for the full effect of Munkidori. Our A spec for the game is going to be the Prime Catcher. Again, gusting is just great. We love gusting. We love being able to say, no, 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 I want that one. As I always add in almost every deck list I run, the one Pal Pad. It's good to go get your bosses back. We are running the Defiance Band because we're going to go down on prizes early. Hitting for 120 or 180 is very common in this meta in the game now with power creep as it stands, so 180 is easy to knock out. Defiance Band is going to be able to boost our damage. We are running the Devo, being able to say knock out hit damage on a Charizard or move damage onto a Charizard EX and then just Devo. Okay, well, we spread damage around, get everything to where we want it to. Devo, boom. Now, all of a sudden, we're taking 3 prizes, and they don't have any way of getting those Charizards or Pidgeots back on the field. We are running 2 different stadiums, the Artazon for the early game and the Practice Studio for the medium to / late game. It's not a card that's seen often. Practice Studio, what it says, or Practice Stadium, it's one of the two. But Practice Studio is not a card you're going to see often. What it says is your stage 1s are going to be able to do 10 more damage. It's not a lot, but now your Dodrio, if it's at 9 damage counters, it's doing it's going to do 280 plus the 10 to 90. Now you're for sure getting things and knocking them out. That's the deck. I like this deck. It's just fun. Sometimes you just need a fun deck. And that's why it's on Fun Deck Friday. Let's go ahead and get into this, see how we do, and go from there. Okay, so with this deck, we kind of want to go first. We want to be able to get, well, we may or may not, but we want to get our Dodrios up and running. We want to get our Steelix up and running. And those are really important to keep things moving through the game and get up early, especially the Doduo and Dodrio. We want to be able to start drawing cards as fast as we can, and it's important that we do so. Okay, we are going second. That's okay. That gives us another chance to potentially use... it gives us a chance to use kind of some things that we want right this second. I will be using the Iono. I don't want to get rid of a Super Rod or the Damage Pump. It looks like we are going up against a control deck of some kind. Munkidori MEW. Okay, we'll see how we do. We do have the Munkidori. I don't mind hitting an Iono, get rid of, and put those things on the bottom. I don't want to really necessarily get rid of any of that. We do have our Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We have our duos. We like it. I don't want to use that quite yet, so we will go ahead and use a energy here, and we can go ahead and use hard headbutt, and we do not get the secondary effect. Secondary effect says, hey, if you get it, prevent all damage to this Pokemon. Okay, we are going to drop down. I am guessing this might be the Frostlass. Okay, so this is Frostlass. We're not going to worry about it too much. Okay, drops another Munkidori. No big deal. And Rotom V. Drops an Irida. Irida, I'm guessing, would go get Earthen Vessel and a Frostlass of some kind. Earthen Vessel down. Throws away the E-Switch. Darkness Energy. Darkness Energy down to Munkidori. Instant Charge. I would have moved the 20 just to do it. So I don't know why that didn't happen. We can go ahead and hit the Iono. Okay. We've got the Ultra Ball. We will be getting rid of the Buddy-Buddy and the Counter Catcher. We can go get our Steelix. I don't mind dropping that. We can put that here on the Doduo. Steelix down. And we can do 260 and start taking a KO. 30 damage on all of our stuff. We're kind of okay with that right this second. We'll go ahead and take our one prize. It's an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is going to go get us a Doduo. I like that. Or what it probably will do is go get us a Munkidori, and we can move 30 damage off of things and start really kind of pinging them as we see fit. If they can't get these evolved, we're definitely going for the Munkidori. Or excuse me, we're definitely going for the Munkidori so that we can really kind of just keep pressure on them. Okay, there's a Frostlass. I don't even necessarily mind. Okay. And they will more than likely use Cleffa to attack, and draw, or they'll concede. Okay, so with this deck, we kind of want to go first. We want to be able to get our Steelix up and running. We want to be able to get the Dodrios up and running. Kind of keep things moving quickly, and just really kind of start hammering things home. We want to get our Munkidoris online at some point. But being able to take maybe 2 hits is kind of okay. The Dodrio, it could end up biting us, but hopefully we get something off the top, something like a Nest Ball, or something like maybe we would like to see the Buddy-Buddy, so we can potentially evolve everything. Murkrow. Okay, so that's United Wings. No big deal. We can go ahead and do this. I would like to throw down the Onix. And we can attach to Onix now, and we can go ahead and end our turn. We do have a Dodrio, so there's a chance things go right, but I don't know. Our friend doesn't look like he's having much fun. Got rid of both Tatsugiri. I would have at least played one and given it the rescue board. But other than that, I think he made the right call with his professor's research. Okay, Morpeko. That's actually, I never thought about adding that Morpeko in. That's actually not bad. Okay, adds a Flamigo. We'll see how many he can get, and then how many he can... Okay, so he gets the full 3. Okay, he can get rid of 2 minimum. So currently hitting for 20-40. Okay, so hitting for 40. If he can hit. A Rowlet. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be hitting us for 40. Which isn't bad, actually. Which isn't bad, because we're going to be able to go into the Dodrio and start doing more damage. Dodrio. We'll go ahead and zooming draw. Get the 1 card. Okay, we get an Iono. I'm actually okay with hitting the Iono right now. Mainly because we just need new cards. New cards. Okay, we've got the Steelix and another Doduo. I don't mind that. Steelix down there. We can go ahead and do the practice. It could help us at this point. And then we'll go ahead and Ballistic Beak with Dodrio. That now gives him 60, so he will be knocking out this Dodrio. Luckily, we have another Iono. Things could go well for us at that point. As long as we keep using... As long as we keep taking a KO every turn, we should be okay. I would imagine. Doesn't... Oh, no, he's... Okay, so Pokemon, we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8... Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's hitting for 100. Throws the Carmine down. Pokemon 6, 8, 10, 12. So he's hitting for 13 because of the Dodrio. Or the Practice Studio. Makes sense, makes sense. We can go ahead and hit the Steelix. We do have a boss's order. I don't dislike that, but I would like to bring him down to at least 5. See what we can do with this. Okay, we've got another Steelix and Onix combo. I don't mind that. We'll go ahead and do all 3 of those. That doesn't hurt us. We can drop the Manaphy, and we can use Earthquake. Now is the time where we would like to see potentially Steelix come back, another Steelix come up. Okay, we have another Iono, so that'll at least get us 4 more cards. So I'd like to, the Steelix comes up. Currently we are sitting at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So he needs to get another, technically 2 in the discard. Well, needs to get another 1 in the discard. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 60, 160. Boss's Order brings up the Manaphy. It's an easy KO for him. Oh, hello. Steelix down. Munkidori down. I don't mind hitting another Iono. With this, we can do the Pal Pad. It's going to put 2 more Iono in. Honestly, that's fine because now we get another shuffle on top of it. We can go ahead and retreat, bringing up the Steelix. Let's see, we don't have any Pokemon, just 1 energy, that's fine. We'll go ahead and Earthquake, take the knockout. And we might be starting to run away with this. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. Buddy-Buddy could get another Doduo out. We have to be careful with how we do things from here. Okay, has a Dartrix. Let's see, Pokemon-wise, 8, 100. Okay, he's got the knockout. He does have knockouts at this stage. So we have to be careful with what we're doing. Hasn't got rid of anything else, so he is hitting 180 for sure. So we have to be careful. Luckily, it's a prize race at this point. We're all 1 prizers. One thing that's going to be really kind of nice about this, though, is that we have the advantage as long as we don't overutilize Earthquake. Okay, and does a pass turn. Must not have something he's looking for. I don't mind throwing down the Dodrio. I don't mind throwing this here. We can go ahead and Adrena Brain. We can move it from here because that'll at least save. The Murkrow. Let's go ahead and zooming draw. And we have the Professor's Research. Pokemon-wise, oh yeah, we're fine. We'll go ahead and dump it. Keep it going that way. I don't mind throwing a Buddy-Buddy down to grab another Doduo. And we will go ahead and pass our turn. Okay, has the Carmine. Gets rid of a lot more. He's definitely going to have the knockout this turn, which does not help us. But we should be able to take 2 prize cards next turn. We have the energy for the Steelix, and he'll go ahead and concede and give us the win. And there you go. Steelix with Dodrio. A very special shout out and thank you to Professor Gnome, my Nomi, for letting me use this deck, tweak it a little bit, and giving me the inspiration to play it. Again, I saw your video, absolutely loved it. Here we go. My thoughts now, I love it. I love it because you don't see Steelix enough in the TCG. Dodrio is the draw support you never thought about really using unless you're doing something like Zoroark, so it really fits in this deck as a unexpected draw engine, in my opinion. Munkidori's great. I love Munkidori. Can't get enough Munkidori. It's one of the better cards to come out in the H era of the TCG. Things I would do differently? I don't know. I do like the Turo. The Turo's really nice, say if we're going to know for sure that we're going to knock out a Dodrio. With Earthquake, we can pick it up real quick. The Damage Pump's always really fun to use. The Artazon's great. The Practice Studio came in handy. Really, I don't know that there's anything that I would change. If I changed anything, it would potentially be the Prime Catcher into an unfair stamp, because we are going to be using so many Pokemon that are very easily KO'd by the opponent, especially in today's age. Having that extra little bit of hand disruption and messing them up can be the difference maker. So, if I were to change anything, it would probably be that. Overall, would I take this to a cup? Yeah, I would take this to a cup. I would take this to a challenge. It's not something people are going to be expecting, and something that you can very easily topple some guys by just them not knowing how to play around it. Some of your top decks, some of your top players, obviously are going to be able to get around it, but it is something that could very easily catch something off guard, or catch somebody off guard. If, say, for instance, you're playing in a smaller challenge, probably 15 people, 20 people, something like that, the 30-person cup. Some of you guys live in areas where that's the case, where you have small turnouts to these tournaments. Would I take it to a regional? Absolutely not. Would I take it to a regional and play in side events? Early on day one, yes. As the tournament goes on, as the day goes on, as, say, you get into day two at a regional, I don't know that I would, because so many people have been knocked out, and now more people are going to take their competitive decks to the side events. But I like this deck. Obviously, I would never play it as my regional deck, but I do like this deck. There's something about it. Dodrio comes in and just smashes things in the face with its attack. Munkidori is constantly moving damage, so you're going to get those low HP Pokemon, and you're going to plink them off, and you're going to take 2 prize, 3 prize turns, depending on what you could be attacking. Say if you're going into Shenpao and you're hitting with your Steelix, it's weak to Steelix, so you can Munkidori onto a Frigibax, or Munkidori onto a Barrel, or Bidoof, I should say, onto a Bidoof, knock that Pokemon out on the bench, and then boom, you're going to swing for big damage and knock out a Shenpao. You're taking a 3 prize turn. Are you always going to do that? No. But the chance to do it is always there, and that's pretty awesome, in my opinion. If you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that help me continue to put out decks like this, and have the time on my hands to go look at other people's decks and give them the credit they deserve. Again, a huge shout out to Professor Gnome. I really enjoyed our back and forth with the emails. You're an awesome dude. I can't wait to collab with you one day. It'll be fantastic. But anyway, have fun. Stay safe. I love you.